Good afternoon. Hi everyone. I thought it was about time I get on here and do another garden update. It's been a while since the last one. A couple of things have changed. Not too much, to be honest, apart from the garden. As you can see, is growing nicely now. But there is one big section which I've changed this year, which has not been shown yet on YouTube. If you do follow me on Instagram, you would have seen. But the part next to the pool, so this last year was all tiles basically. This path or area was completely tiled down here all the way along the pool, and I ripped it all out, dug down a bit, loosened up the ground and put some nice good quality soil in, mixed in with manure, and then in springtime, early spring, planted it all up and put the shade on. Just of obviously past experiences now, this really does help and it really does make a difference. The only thing is I'm a bit worried now to take it away, but I'll probably wait till the end of summer, just because everything's growing so nicely under there. You can literally see, for example, on the Chamberonia, not Chamberonia, sorry, Aliviformis, that look how perfect the leaves have stayed. Now these was planted probably 2 months ago now, and the bit that overhangs out gets a bit more sun. You can just see the tips are burnt on that one, but apart from that, they're doing perfect. There's the macrocarpa, so it is Chamberonia Aliviformis and macrocarpa in there. But like, everything's going so nicely. This was tiny, like a tiny little plant. This is a what's the word? What's the name of this one? I can't think now. It's got lovely flowers on. I'll put the name on of this one. But yeah, everything's just looking really good. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes when the shade comes off. There are most of the palms will be fine, like the yellow latania, they'll be fine. The Alexander, Argentophoenix, Psychospermus will be fine. Just worried about the Aliviformis and the macrocarpas, which are a bit more sensitive. But yeah, so I think it'll really make a difference. I'll show you from the other side, because obviously at the minute it looks very ugly with the shade cloth on, but I think once that's done, once that's taken away, it'll look really nice. But this area is doing very nicely. I did have a clean up of the Capinicia alba. I really like that trunk look. It looks really nice when you're in the pool. Just everything just a bit more mature now, so it just has a different feel to it. Can't believe the pembanas still haven't flowered. They're really good size, really healthy. Still no flowers. Electrochilius doing very nicely under here. Even still, the my brain's gone numb today. I just can't think of the names. I'll come back to it. The Dipsis madagarensis, or Chrysalidocarpus now. This one was dying at one point and managed to get it back. All my plumerias are doing very, very good. This one, flowers, I've got some nice flowers here next to the pool. So this angle you can see a bit better how nicely everything's growing. The Argentophoenix Cunninghamias, the trio there, not looking their best. I mean, they're growing nicely, they're growing pretty quick, but they're just, something's not right with them. But I've treated the soil, I've given them some fertilizer, natural fertilizer, so hopefully they'll bounce back. But as you can see here, the other side of the pool will look really nice, I think, when that shade cloth's gone. Obviously it'll probably take a few years for everything to sort of spread out and grow, but I'm very happy that I went ahead and did that. And back in general, everything's looking nice. Did have a problem with this Chamberonia macrocarpa. I thought it was dying, to be honest, and I was treating it, just praying, because this is my biggest one. At one point it was the nicest one. Obviously now it's very ugly, but as you can see, it did push out new growth, so it is trying to come back. Whether it will or not, we'll see. Dictosperma is looking a bit tattered after this winter, but it's growing nice and fast, putting out lots of new leaves, so probably in a month's time it'll start to look a bit nicer. Still no seeds from it though, plenty of seed pods, no seeds. And my Livistonia chilensis has put out its first seed pods and all full of seeds. My Guassia princeps as well looks like it has some seeds coming maybe, so we'll see. The Ixora that I have here, they're starting to flower now. They actually got battered this year by a hailstorm that we had. They looked horrible, but they're just starting to grow through it now. And unfortunately in there I have a Chrysalidocarpus hybrid, and it's struggling, so I've given it a bit of protection to hopefully get it going again. It's not dying, but yeah, it was struggling, so we'll see. Not really done much in this area. Put some ground cover in. Put some ground cover the other side too, so hopefully that'll get going soon. But most of the plants are doing well. Nothing really to report in this area. Not really been doing much at the front, to be honest. Obviously last year we did all this. At the beginning of the year we changed it all completely. Just really filled it out with plants. I wanted that separation from when you come in the gate here to the house. I just wanted to break it up. So like in a few years, I'm sure these things will fill out. At the minute, obviously most of them are very small, but they will fill out and sort of create a screen to the house from the gate, which will be nice. Still struggling with the Erythrina. This one, I have the two at the back doing really well. It actually looks like it's sort of growing out of it because it was very yellow at the start of the year. I cut it back a bit, so we'll see. But I have some cool plants in here. I'm not going to go into each one at the minute, but probably one day I need to do a video with some of the cooler stuff that I have. Got the giant fishtail there, which is growing a bit strange at the minute, but it's growing pretty quick. And the Vieccia Joannis, which I've been very surprised by. That has even tried to put out seed pods, and it grows really, really fast. I think it gets a bit of protection from the north, from the house, which does it well. This grew as a seed. It's supposed to be a cassia, but I'm pretty sure it's a Delanox regia, which is annoying because I already have quite a few of those. Brahea is doing well. I've got a few nice Copanicias. This is Bayliana. I've got Hospitan, I've got Phaensis too, all growing nicely. Of course, very small at the minute and very slow, but healthy. I've got my Trio Foxtail, probably my favourite palms at the house. Just like, not my favourite palm in general, but the favourite I have in like the best health, let's say. Nice and big. Two of them have got flower pods coming. They just always look really nice together. Have another Chrysalidocarpus madagascarensis here, which always looks nice. Again, this one did have like a little fungus attack as well, but grew through it pretty much on its own. I didn't really do much. I was keeping an eye on it, and it sort of grew through it very quickly. Some little palms and things in here that have struggled, but coming back. Livistonia cerebrus, been there like 2 years now. At one point it didn't have any green on it, so it's actually trying to survive, which is nice. The one thing I will say about this Livistonia is it's like collapsed, which is really annoying because it's one of my oldest palms, one of the first ones I put in, very small. It grew very nicely, and it's like collapsed over the crown. It is still alive, and I'm wondering, probably it's maybe survived and it might just grow back up, hopefully. So we'll see about that one. The Courier Phoenix Alfredo, doing well. It's taken a long time to sort of take off. It always looks a little bit yellow. It's not too bad now. And my favourite Brahea is doing really nicely. It's actually got putting flowers out as well, that one, for the first time. And then we're back round to the back of the garden. I'm just really happy with how everything's going here. It'll be very interesting to see the new area, how that does over winter as well. Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know what you think, or if you've got any advice or tips or any cool plants that I should be trying, let me know. Thank you. Bye bye.